Welcome back to Diablo Immortal. There has been rumor, actually there has been more than rumor of a Doom collab coming to Diablo Immortal. I'm going to take you through all of it and you can determine if you think this IP that we all love, at least I love, is actually dropping inside of one of our favorite mobile games. From the Chinese patch notes that recently dropped, we have this image right here. And although it is not saying a ton, it does lead into some in-game assets that we had data mined out of the game with a title that leads us to believe that it's Doom. It is translated into the cold wind of shelter is mixed with the roar of heavy metals, and a new harvest emerges, and participating in the witness event can get a rich reward such as strengthening the immortal keystone going on from April 9th through April 18th. I'm not sure what that all means, but the image itself that we're seeing here is what's actually important, because that image itself goes hand in hand with some in-game assets that were pulled that have not yet been released, including this one right here. Looks like you have a Crusader-like character approaching this entry, this doorway, and what really makes this stand out to me is the actual title of this piece of art. And that title is VX Yun Ying Hu Dong _ Doom Year 1 MP4. So does this mean it's just Doom, like things are going to be destroyed, or that a Doom IP is actually coming to the game? In my opinion, I believe it's a Doom IP, especially since we haven't seen any crossover IPs since the Berserk. Now, we have seen IPs and things like that, but it was always something that related to Blizzard themselves, World of Warcraft, or one of those IPs that they actually own. Not an outside one like Berserk, which I actually thought was one of the best IPs that were brought into the game. I personally really enjoyed the Berserk IP. I learned about it. I started actually watching the comics just so that I could kind of understand what Berserk was all about. And at the end of the day, I think that the cosmetic that was brought to the game, there were actually 2 cosmetics brought to the game, I thought that they were actually awesome. This was the other one. I didn't particularly like this one as much, except for if you take the helmet off. But at the end of the day, I think that they did a nice job and put together a cosmetic and a good crossover event. Now, keep in mind, this was not something that was free. This came as a Phantom Market piece, and I believe it was $170 to unlock the whole Phantom Market cosmetic, but it was a really cool cosmetic and a nice crossover overall. Now, there is another image that we have here as well. This was the first one that I shared with you. Well, there is a second one also, which is this one here, which also very similar, looks very cool, and leads me to believe that we do have another IP crossover in the works. There'll probably be some type of an event that goes along with it. The event is going to be less to write home about, as always. It'll usually be a boss that's pretty easy to take down, but at the end of the day, I like these. I like that Diablo Immortal is doing crossovers like this to try and promote the game, to try and get the reach out even further, because, well, they can't sit stagnant, because that's how mobile games die. Now, I didn't cover the patch notes because I was actually out of town earlier this week, but one of the things that was inside of the patch notes that was worth mentioning was that from April 9th through April 16th, there's going to be another Winds of Fortune event. So that's when you have 24 hours to gain as much experience as possible. My recommendation is to always wait until a Monday to activate Winds of Fortune, because on Monday, you can, all of your activities reset and you're going to be able to get more rewards for doing those activities, such as Heliquary, such as Vanguard. You can save all your bounties and everything for Monday. You could just kind of stock up and get extra rewards for doing it. And again, if you for some reason forget to do Winds of Fortune, it will auto activate on its final day, and any activity you do inside of the game on that day, you'll get double the rewards for. And this is going to be the first time that the Battle Pass gets a refinement of cosmetics, because if you recall, the new Battle Pass, you unlock a cosmetic month 1, you could refine it month 2, and you could refine it again on month 3. So the cosmetics are actually not going to be brand new every single month, but every 3 months we'll get a brand new cosmetic, which equals 4 per year, but the refinement process will happen. It's a little bit wonky, and to be very honest with you, how the battle pass worked was actually a little hard to understand. How you get these single class curated cosmetic collections, you know, it was not clear and straightforward right off the bat, but it is actually a good change. Even though a bit wonky in how it's explained, you do get more from the battle pass now than you ever have before. And this time around, I actually purchased the $15 battle pass, which I realize now I didn't have to do. I did that because I wanted to unlock some of these. I particularly wanted this one, the Plague Reaper cosmetic right here for my Crusader, because I did not have it unlocked there. So I bought the $15 battle pass, thinking I needed to do that, and in actuality, I didn't need to do that, so I wasted some 10 bucks right there, but whatever, it's fine. The new battle pass is in effect for the first time with the new switching over. So your battle pass points, I collect them every Monday. We're just 6 days, 16 hours away from a new one. So what you guys should be doing is collecting your battle pass rewards on Monday, and then every day following that until the new battle pass launches, just to get the most out of any of the battle points that you've been collecting. And on a personal note, as for me, this is my week 7 of reign as an immortal. And as you know, after 7 weeks of reign, you are booted out of immortalship and you are back into the shadow gang. So we are going to be shadows yet again. I've been an immortal for just about 7 weeks. It actually goes so quickly. I really do enjoy being an immortal, but one of the coolest things about the 7-week reign, the blessed reign that we had right here, is that we've basically unlocked this. As you can see, this is the 14-week reign cape. This actually doesn't unlock until you are no longer an immortal, because as an immortal, you are wearing the immortal cloak, which is the same one, just white in color, which in my opinion actually looks better. So I'm wearing this one right now because I am an immortal. Before that, I had this little guy right here, which was for the 4 weeks of reign. And then to get the next one unlocked, it took 14 weeks. So basically 2 blessed reigns of 7 weeks apiece would get you this one, which is unlocked now for me. So the cool thing after that is I will go after 2 more reigns as an immortal, which is going to take quite a few months to get there. We're looking at the 28-week cape right here, which is just a little bit bigger. But this one is not too bad looking, to be honest with you. I'm happy about it. And these ones right here look actually legit. I love the look of these capes. But this is 98 weeks or 11 blessed reigns. I'm sitting here with 2 right now. And why do I care about the wings that I wear? And why do I care about the cape that I wear? Well, it's because I really don't love the new wing customization feature. I don't love the wings that you get out of here, and it takes quite a bit of time to get to the really good ones, and it's something that I'm probably not going to be engaging with inside of the game. But what I am mostly excited for is this potential Doom crossover collab. It's said the 9th, but I don't know if that's true at all. This is all me just speculating when I think and if I think it will even be Doom. But I would love it if you guys let me know if you believe that Doom is actually coming to Diablo Immortal.